Hello, welcome back to my channel, Ultraviolet Light Tarot and Talks. And I wanted to talk about something else that's just been on my mind. I really want to talk about the twin flame journey and what I'm starting to think what it really is. I've been on this journey for a decade now. Yeah, it's been a whole decade, and it has a whole lot of turns and twists and plot twists and just a lot of, I don't know. So it was just a lot of drama and a lot of everything in between. And what I got from my journey is it's an initiation. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but back in the day, you had to be initiated to be a part of like covens and stuff like that. And in my opinion, based off of my story and off my life and based off of my own experiences, the twin flame journey is an initiation from spirit. It's different when you get initiated from, bloodline. Say your mother's a witch and her mother was a witch and her grandfather was a witch. Okay, say this been going on for centuries, generations, and then your mom shows you the ropes and shows you how to be a witch because that's what they've been doing for generations. I feel like this is a little bit different. Yes, you could have witches in your bloodline and everything already, but I believe the twin flame journey is the initiation through spirit, through God. It's not through man. Yes, they put a person in front of you to activate you, to activate your kundalini and your chakras, but that had to happen for God and the universe to initiate you on the spiritual path. I think the twin flame spiritual journey is very unique. And I think if you're like me and been through a whole bunch of bullshit your whole life, it's like it's God giving you a second chance at life. We're so conditioned to be and do certain things that who the fuck's really in union with their twin? Do you know anyone personally? Do you know anybody that's in union with their twin? Because I don't think this is what this is about. I think it's an opportunity for both parties involved to ascend and accelerate and grow within their spiritual gifts. Obviously, both parties involved or they have spiritual gifts because there's no way there wouldn't be a twin flame union. It's two. It's not just one. Yeah, one twin might be more awakened than the other, but if you and another person create the third energy, the holy trinity of twin flame energy and the relationship and the connection, that other person that's the less awakened is also awakened as well to a certain degree. I feel like, they do mirror each other, but at the same time I feel like everybody's not supposed to come in a union. Everybody, it's not romantic. It can be, but if that's your destiny, the twin flame journey is an initiation from God. Get you to wake up and change your life. From my experience, because when I met him, my life was like, yeah, I was younger. I was in my early 20s. I was just, experiencing life. I was partying all the time. Um but my life, nothing was really moving. Like, yeah, I was having fun doing younger people shit, but it was like I didn't have any accomplishments or nothing. I was living with my mom at the time, and he came in at the time to wake me up. Like, I prolonged my ascension. Not just me. I let people get in the way. There's no way that you on a journey for a decade and And I personally feel like I should be further in life, but I made a lot of mistakes, and a lot of people that were in my life just weren't for me. And I think that's what the journey does. I think the twin flame journey, it wakes you up to the truth of your own life and how fucked up it really is and how you could fix it. I don't think that I met my twin because we were supposed to be together. I think I met him because he helped me activate my own journey, my own initiation through spirit. And the ones that are initiated through spirit, I advise people not to fuck with them, including myself. And it's funny because my whole life, people always try me. People always tried to one up me, compete with me with every little thing. When I say every little thing, to career, to positions, to men, friends, family, you name it. I believe my journey, I was initiated by spirit for me, for my calling, for my destiny, for my journey. And he used him as a catalyst. And I feel like it had to happen that way because I wasn't raised in a household of spiritual people that knew about spirituality or anything. I'm from the hood, like from the slums for real. All I know is the ghetto. If I could tell you about my upbringing, I had some good moments. I had a decent childhood. I mean, I grew up in, like, I was a 90s kid, so, but everything wasn't always good. And yeah, I'm from the hood for real. So, and not only just from the hood, everybody around me was hood, okay? Wasn't nobody meditating and doing all that down there. Wasn't happening. But what I will say is that, you know, there has to be a point in time. Don't it's like we want things to be a certain way. We're so conditioned a certain way that we think that things are supposed to be this way, and that's just not how shit works. I'm starting to really understand the world we live in, and everything is school. Like this life is so short. Like, everything is school. You're here to learn and die. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like negative, but this is just my perspective from my own experiences, for what I see walking in my avatar every day. I was initiated by spirit, and he put a catalyst, a person in my life to make that happen to save me. And regardless of how the other person may feel, because he might disagree, he might not look at me that way. He might just think out we were good friends at a point in time and we went our separate ways. But from my experience, I learned a lot from this journey, and it's not for the weak, and it's not about romance. I didn't say it wasn't about love. See, that's the thing. It's all about love. But not no fucking Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, fucking fiction love that we're conditioned to. It's raw, pure, unconditional, universal love. High vibration love that don't have no limits. Unconditional. It don't have no condition. And it's not just about loving that person. This journey taught me how to love myself more importantly. And I think that is the most important thing of the journey. I believe that I was initiated by God. And also, I believe in your bloodline as well. When you have a bloodline of people, of generations that are already into the dark arts, like myself. My ancestors, this is what they did. They were a part of things. They did things. They were initiated. They were highly spiritual people. From the South, like my family, like I'm from the North, but my family's from the South. They were Gullah Geechee Black Seminoles. I come from that legacy. I come from that bloodline. So you could just imagine. I'm not going to go deep into that, but what I will say, I feel like that played a role in why I'm on the spiritual journey as well. You know, you are your ancestors, and at the same time, he had to God had to put that person in my life for me to walk into my purpose. It's so many, like, you go on YouTube, you see so many readers talking about their divine masculine, like, and the shit they be doing, and some of it I can relate to. You know, just the shit that this is about loving yourself. I don't I don't really think we're gonna ever like be in union, but I could be wrong. Cause you know, life is unpredictable and things change, you know. But I'm too far gone in my ascension. I haven't fully ascended, but I've grown so much as an alchemist. And I'm not even a professional, like, but I've grown so much being a magician in my own life that I don't even want to have a conversation with him unless he's even remotely on my level. That could sound fucked up. That could sound like ego talking, but it's not. I've grown so much on my spiritual journey. I will be a fucking fool if I went back to my twin and kept playing myself and kept juggling or being in the state of the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. Just, you know, just in my head a lot and wondering and waiting. Three of Wands. Waiting for him to want to be a part of this? Absolutely fucking not. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. And you shouldn't do that shit either. It's just slowing up your growth. I slowed up a lot of my growth waiting, romanticizing, fantasizing about some shit that wasn't even part of the fucking plan. That's why I had to go through things. I feel like I went through hell and back. I went through like so many towers because it was just the universe like, yo, wake the fuck up, yo. This is not what this is about. Life is deeper than this. This journey is deeper than a counterpart. There's so much more. And I'm learning how much more it could be, and it's a beautiful thing. The only thing that really makes me sad about the twin flame journey is the fact that we're not together, because it's like we live in a fucked up world, and who doesn't want somebody that they love unconditionally in their life every day, in a relationship, having children, you know, building empires together, building a legacy together. Who doesn't want that? But that's not how the cards are dealt. You can't force something that's not meant. You can't. I know my twin, he has a lot of love for me, but he don't love me how I loved him. Keyword said loved. I still got love for him, but am I in love with him? No. Am I in love with anyone? Yeah. Myself, my daughter. I'm in love with learning to love again. Like, learning to love myself, learning to enjoy life without being codependent and fantasizing about someone that's never gonna want to be what I want him to be. That's stupid. And I've been initiated by God. And I feel like, for the record, I ain't to be fucked with. I wasn't part of no covenant. I didn't go to no basement or a lodge or whatever to be able to tap in how I tapped in. No. This happened through another person. which means God made this shit happen. The initiation process. I'm at the world now in tarot. Right now, last year was judgment. 2020 was the judgment card, and that's the 20th card in the major arcana in tarot. That's card number 20. Last year for me was judgment. 2020. It was the judgment card. That's when I start realizing shit for what it is. Calling judgment and being like, oh, nope, I ain't doing this. Nope, I ain't doing this no more. Nope, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Right now, 2021, for me, it's the world card. It's over. The ride of just, this journey and what I learned and the things I found out about my own life low-key traumatized me, but it had to happen for me to grow. So now I'm at the world card. It's over. It's the end. The last card of the major arcana in tarot. It's the world card. So it's over. Yeah. Cycle's done. It's been 10 years anyway. It's done. I'm not going back and forth. No, I'm not reaching out. I'm not doing nothing. I'm focusing on myself and my own journey. I'm learning to be my own alchemist. I'm learning how to be the empress and the emperor within myself. And next year, it starts all over again. The Fool card. New beginnings. A brand new start of my new journey that I've been on. I was so codependent on that relationship because I felt it so strongly. And it didn't mean nothing. I had to do a lot of clearing work to get him out of my energy field. I had to do a lot of clearing work. It was ridiculous. And a lot of shadow work and a lot of talks where I had to keep it all the way 100 with myself. And it wasn't easy. I'm moving on. And as you should too, especially after 10 years. Come on now. Within these 10 years, we could have done a lot. A lot of things could have happened. A lot of great things could have happened. But it didn't happen. Do I believe me and him will be further in life? Absolutely. Yeah. If we would do what we were supposed to do. Yeah. But sometimes it's just not how it is. A lot of times, I should say. It was an initiation by the Most High to be an alchemist, to be a magician, to learn the art of magic. And it's not just candle magic or spells or petitions. There's so much more to magic that people don't talk about. Sound therapy, music, sound, drums, singing bowls, singing, anything with music, piano, the harp. I love the harp. Sound therapy, learn about different frequencies, mega and hertz and vibrations. That's a form of magic. It's healing. It moves the soul. It moves the spirit. There's so many different ways. Spiritual baths, soaking. There's levels to this shit. Water magic with jars and mirror magic. They consider mirror magic water magic because it reflects like water, I'm assuming. Mirror magic. Freezing magic. Mental magic. You don't even need a candle or nothing. You set your intent, you pray. That's a spell. There's levels to this shit. And this is what Spirit wants us to know. And I feel like another reason why Spirit is letting us know this is because we've been under a spell. The whole collective been under a fucking spell for a long time, and we're breaking it. It's a time to break the spells that were placed upon us. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that whole fucking heartedly. There's levels to this shit. Oh, air magic, incense, earth magic, crystals, metals, herbs, you name oils, you name it. You know, there's levels to this shit, you know? And I fuck with it. Like, I like this life. It gives me a freedom that I never experienced. And I have a Sagittarius stellium. So with that being said, I'm all about philosophy. I'm all about like philosophy, learning deep knowledge, like Hierophant type stuff, you know, type energy. I'm witty, I'm quick with it, like fire. Um, you know, I have a Sagittarius stellium. So, you know, that plays a big role in who I am as well when it comes to, you know, being an alchemist. Because I don't like the word witch. I think because the word witch has so much like negative, just has a lot of negativity around that word. I feel like I'm an alchemist. Like, I know how to work with all the elements. I'm here to work with all the elements, like an earth witch, I should say. A healer. I'm a lover and a fighter. I'm a warrior and a lover at the same time. You know, having a Sagittarius stellium, half man, half horse, half beast. You know, I'm not to be fucked with. And people like me are not to be fucked with at all. We've been initiated by God. I've been chosen to walk this journey, to walk this path. And that's on that. And another thing about it's like you almost don't have a choice because the more you run from it, I can see if like you become you on a twin flame journey, and you also get a choice. Like, it's like, okay, this is what's presented to you. You can take it or leave it. No, once it happens, it happens. There's no going back. You have to change, or your life is just going to be fucked up. And that's what happened to me. My life been fucked up. My life was fucked up before I even met him, but after my encounter with him, my life has never been the fucking same. You've been chosen. When you don't have a choice in the matter, you've been chosen. You know, a lot of people say you choose your life, you choose your family, you choose what body you're going to reincarnate in before you are born here. I believe that. I believe that. But I also believe that you still don't got no choice. The only thing about Earth is you have amnesia when you come here. Yeah, you made a choice like, yeah, I want to incarnate in this, and that. But when you get here, you forget. So the question is, did I choose this life already? Or did it choose it for me? Could be both. But I was initiated by God to be who I am today, which makes me the real thing. Makes a lot of y'all the real thing. I want to show my face, but my intuition is telling me I have to lay low. I got too many fucking haters, and I had people do black magic on me. So I have to lay low. Super low. But I just wanted to talk about being initiated by the universe to be an alchemist. That's what the twin flame journey for me was about. Might be the same for y'all. Maybe it's different for everybody else, but that's just my journey. I'm not making amends with my twin or nothing. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but I'm not going to go out my way and force it. It's not happening. I learned how to love from a distance. I had to learn to love myself more and have more self-respect for myself. Like, okay, I love this connection. It makes me feel good, but what is good for me? Is it good for me? It makes you feel good. Okay, a lot of people like to sniff coke. It makes them feel good, but is it good for them? Exactly. You see how I compare that to addiction? This twin flame journey could be an addiction. It was a point in time I was addicted to him. It was days where I would call him like, yo, I'm about to get off work. You coming over? Yeah, come over. Have mind-blowing, interactions. Energy exchanges. It's like sticking your finger in a fucking socket. All that energy, all that vibration just rushing through you. It was like a drug. I learned a lot from my experiences. But I just want to say this one more time for the people in the fucking back that are fucking haters. People that are initiated through the twin flame journey are not to be fucked with. They are not only initiated by God, they are very protected. So all these people I heard I want to start spiritual wars, you know what? You need to be careful who you fuck with, like I said. Especially people initiated by God. Nah, a lot of people got initiated from reading books. No. This is a whole different ball game. When you're initiated through the twin flame journey, those people, they say the twin flames are 144. Maybe I'm part of the 144. We are not to be fucked with at all. So I'm gonna just leave that here. Know the difference between, oh, this is my soulmate too. You have a higher purpose without them. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. If you made it through this whole video, thank you for listening. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be growing my channel a little bit more. I will be getting a camera and stuff soon. It's just, I have to still put the messages out there because there's people out there like me. I know there is. And I just want to reach those people. Don't forget, it's not just a twin flame journey. It's an initiation from spirit. That's the best kind of initiation you could get it. The best you could get, because guess what? You chosen. All right, I'm out.